You're a good cop. That's what your badge says. That's what your mother believes. That's what you told yourself every single morning for 6 years when you strapped on that vest and walked out the door. You're a good cop. Until the morning you aren't. It starts small. Everything terrible always does. You pull over a black SUV on Route 9. Tinted windows, no plates. Your hand is already on your holster when the driver rolls down the glass. He's calm. Too calm. He slides an envelope across the dashboard. Doesn't say a word. Just looks at you like he already knows what you're going to do. Inside, $800. Cash. Crisp. Your rent is 3 weeks late. Your daughter needs braces. Your partner is waiting 2 cars back, looking at his phone. You take the envelope. You wave the SUV through. You write nothing in your report. That's it. That's all it takes. $800 and 6 years of being a good cop disappear in 45 seconds. 3 days later, a number you don't recognize texts you one word. Thursday. You don't respond. You tell yourself it's over. You tell yourself it was a one-time thing and nobody got hurt. Thursday comes. The same SUV is parked outside your gym at 6 a.m. The driver hands you a folded paper, an address, a time, a number, $5,000. All you have to do is make sure a traffic checkpoint on Harbor Road runs 30 minutes late this week. That's it. A paperwork delay, a scheduling error. Mistakes happen every day. You make the call. The checkpoint shifts. That night, 14 kilos of fentanyl roll through Harbor Road without a single badge in sight. You don't know that yet. You'll find out later. And by then, it won't matter. The money keeps coming. 5,000, then 8, then 12. You pay off the rent. You fix the car. You buy your daughter those braces and you sit in that dentist chair watching her smile and you almost feel like a good father. Almost. But now you have a new problem. The deposits are too clean, too regular. Your bank account looks wrong to anyone paying attention. You start moving the cash. A little here, a little there. Your brother-in-law's landscaping business, a fake consulting invoice. You're laundering money now, and you didn't even decide to. It just happened, step by step, like falling downstairs. You are no longer a cop who took a bribe. You are an asset. Then they ask for something different. There's a mid-level dealer on your block, small operation, but he's been talking to a state detective, giving up names, locations, supply routes. The cartel knows. They need that to stop. They don't ask you to hurt him. Not exactly. They ask you to run his address, check his priors, find out his daughter's school, his girlfriend's name, his mother's address. You tell yourself that's all you're doing. Just information. You pull the files. You pass the information through the same number. 2 days later, the dealer recants everything. Completely. The state detective closes the file. No witnesses, no case. You find out later that the dealer's girlfriend was followed home, that someone stood outside that school. Nobody got hurt, but they would have. And everyone involved knew it, including you. Here's the part that makes your stomach drop. You get promoted, detective 3rd grade, new unit, organized crime division. Your captain shakes your hand. Your colleagues slap your back. Your mother cries at the dinner table, and somewhere across the city a man in a gray suit smiles because now they own someone inside organized crime. Your value just tripled overnight. So did your price. So did what they'll ask you to do next. You understand now. The promotion wasn't luck. Somebody recommended you. Somebody pulled strings you didn't even know existed. You were moved into position like a piece on a board. You're not just compromised. You're placed. Your first week in the new unit, you see a board on the wall, photographs, locations, wiretap logs. You recognize 3 of the names. You photograph the board with your personal phone in the bathroom and send it to the number. Within 6 hours, 2 of those locations are cleared out. Evidence gone. People gone. Your unit works the case for 4 months and finds nothing. You sit in every meeting. You watch your colleagues, honest cops, good cops, burn hours on a trail you quietly erased every single week. One of them is a woman named Reyes, sharp, relentless. She keeps pulling threads that get nowhere, and she doesn't understand why. She's getting close to a wiretap that would expose a burner phone. Your burner phone. They tell you to handle it. You don't hurt her. You want that on record, inside your own head at least. But you file a complaint against Reyes, minor misconduct, procedural violation. You fabricate 2 small details and submit it anonymously through the department system. She's pulled from the case for 60 days while it's reviewed. 60 days is all they needed. The wiretap lead goes cold. The case gets reassigned. Reyes comes back to a dead file and a unit that's moved on. She sits at her desk one afternoon and you watch her face. That specific look when someone smart realizes they're fighting something invisible. That look will stay with you. She didn't deserve it. She was just doing her job, which is what you used to do. Then the world shifts. A federal task force announces a new operation, cross-agency, DEA, FBI, Homeland Security. They're calling it Operation Harbor, and the name alone turns your blood cold because Harbor Road, the checkpoint you delayed 2 years ago, is where it started. They have a cooperating witness, high level, someone who knows names. Your name. Not yet confirmed, not yet in a file. But the witness is talking and the feds are listening, and it's only a matter of time before someone connects the dots back to a traffic checkpoint delay 3 years ago. The cartel reaches out within hours of the announcement. They tell you to identify the witness. This is the moment you always told yourself would never come. The moment where you couldn't justify it anymore, where no amount of money or fear could explain what you were about to do. But you are 3 years deep. You have deposited $140,000 through systems that link back to you if anyone pulls hard enough. You have sabotaged a federal investigation. You have endangered a colleague. If that witness talks, you don't go home. Your daughter doesn't see you again. Everything you built on dirty money collapses and buries everyone near you. So you do what trapped men do. You use your federal task force access to pull a protected file. You find a partial description. You cross-reference it with 3 names from your old unit. You send the information. You don't watch what happens next. You never ask. You tell yourself not knowing is the same as not doing. It isn't. The federal witness is relocated suddenly. Operation Harbor stalls for 8 months. You're still here. Still sitting at your desk. Still drinking bad precinct coffee and nodding along in briefings about a case you're quietly strangling from the inside. You got a commendation last month. Best clearance rate in the unit. The cartel sends you a new phone, upgraded, a signal that you're permanent now. Not a resource to discard, but an investment to protect. Protection means surveillance. There are people watching your building. You didn't ask for that. You're not sure if it's for your safety or theirs. You suspect it's theirs. Reyes came back. She filed a request to reopen Harbor, new angle. She found something, a financial discrepancy in a department scheduling record from 3 years ago. A checkpoint delay on Harbor Road. She puts a note on your desk because you're the senior detective now. She wants your sign-off to pull the archived logs. You hold that note for a long time. You think about your daughter's smile, those braces, that dentist chair. You sign off on a request to have the archived logs reclassified as part of an ongoing operation. Locked, inaccessible, buried under red tape for another 2 years minimum. Reyes hits the wall again. This time she looks at you when she finds out. Just for a second. Just a flicker. But you see it. She knows. Not everything. Not yet. But something. Here's where you are. Detective 2nd grade. Organized crime division. Commended officer. Loyal son. Present father. Church on Christmas. And completely permanently owned. There is no exit. You tried to map one once. A late night. A legal pad. Every possible move written out in pencil. Every route leads to the same place. Prison. Or worse. So you get up every morning and you strap on that vest. You walk into that precinct. You shake hands and drink bad coffee and move the pieces quietly, and you tell yourself it's survival. You tell yourself a good man would have walked away on day 1. But a good man would also never have taken that envelope. Tonight you pull over a black SUV on Route 9. Different driver, same dead eyes, same calm that means they already know what you're going to do. He slides an envelope across the dashboard. Doesn't say a word. You look in the rearview mirror. Your partner is 2 cars back, looking at his phone. You take the envelope. You wave the SUV through. You write nothing in your report because you're a good cop. That's what your badge says.